Adventure Time is definitely one of my favorite cartoons. I remember when it was first premiering and watching the first episode back in 2010.
Hey, Princess Bubblegum, when we bring the dead back to life, will they be filled with worms?
And that's like a whole 8 years ago. It quickly became one of the best shows on Cartoon Network. The adventures of human boy Finn and his best friend Jake, a yellow dog that can talk and has the power to stretch or shrink. The show's filled with a lot of fun. There are many great and creative characters like BMO, the robot game system that Jake and Finn they play with. That sounded wrong. Also, we have Princess Bubblegum that has pink hair and looks like bubblegum and is from the Candy Kingdom or whatever. And also one of my favorites, Marceline the Vampire Queen. She's a vampire and she's awesome. I know that a lot of you love the show like I do, and you guys are probably sad because the show is supposed to come to an end soon. But I doubt that a lot of you actually know about a specific episode that was never supposed to air. It was extremely graphic and emotional. I obviously don't have the episode to show you guys, and even if I did, it could be terminated by Cartoon Network right away. Like, there's no way I can show you that on YouTube, but I'm gonna try to recreate it with my Photoshop and graphic art skills. Hire me. But yeah, it's fake, okay? It's fake. If you didn't already realize, this is a fake story. I don't want you going down in the comments saying, "Oh, it's fake." Don't do that. You don't have to do that because this story is made for entertainment purposes. If you missed the disclaimer. All right, now let's just get straight into the story. It started with the same intro, except it was silent, and none of the characters were in it. The part where Finn and Jake are supposed to fist bump, it was just a pause with no one there. I thought to myself, this is going to be an interesting episode. The episode started, and Finn saying, "Come on, we have to hurry. She's in here somewhere." They were in the Ice Kingdom and were heading to the mountain where Ice King lives. Once they made it to the top, Ice King was there, waiting for them, smiling at the entrance of his base. "Ice King!" Finn said, as he started sprinting towards him. "Finn, wait!" Jake screamed. Finn didn't listen, and ran up to the Ice King with his sword ready to swing at him. He slices through the Ice King, but the Ice King just fades into this blue smoke, as if he wasn't real. "What the?" Finn said, confused while standing still. Jake finally catches up to him and stops right next to Finn, and he looks at Finn and says, "Finn, are you alright?" Finn just collapsed to the ground, and then Jake started to feel a little uneasy himself. You could tell by his eyes and the way he was moving around. He then as well collapsed right next to Finn, and I don't know why they passed out, but they basically just passed out on the floor right there, and the screen just went black. I thought maybe it was because of that weird smoke that just came out of that fake Ice King that wasn't even real or whatever it was. That probably was it. So the screen went black, and after a few seconds, Finn opens his eyes and sees Jake with his hands cuffed to the wall across of him. "You're awake," says Jake, relaxed. Finn tried getting up, but failed, noticing that his arms were cuffed up as well. "What the hell's going on? Where are we?" Finn said, as he struggles to break free. "We seem to be trapped in one of Ice King's weird chambers, and I don't think there's a way out," Jake responded. "Can't you just shrink out of those cuffs?" said Finn. "Yeah, I can, but that won't do no good. I spent the last 5 hours trying everything to get us out of here, while you were just sitting there sleeping." "But there has to be a way out." "No," Jake interrupted. "There isn't." "Well, could you at least get out of there and break these cuffs from my hand?" Jake shrinked out of his handcuffs and made his hand into a hammer in order to break Finn's handcuffs. After that, Jake just laid back down, and Finn just looked all over this little room that they were inside. He was banging the walls and looking and screaming, looking for something to get his way out. They couldn't. After about an hour, the episode was still going. Finn and Jake were just sitting there, quiet. "Bro, I'm really hungry," Jake said slowly. "Yeah, me too. If we don't eat something, we will die," Finn replied. Once I heard this, I knew that this wasn't even right. Whatever this episode was, it was twisted, it was dark, and it shouldn't be on TV. The two just came closer together while being quiet, and they just put out their arms across to each other. Jake made his arm look as if it was a chicken, and Finn bit it right away. Jake took a big bite from Finn's arm, and they were just chewing on each other's arms. And I wasn't feeling too comfortable watching this. This was really disgusting, really graphic. And they're chewing, and then there's blood. Jake chewed on Finn's arm until there was only one bone left. And Finn ate Jake's whole arm as if there wasn't a bone there. And I guess that explains why maybe he could stretch and shrink. Maybe that doesn't have nothing to do with it, but maybe it does. Or maybe even Finn just likes eating bones. I don't know. But I bet you it was some pretty good boneless chicken. So, a while later, Jake made a cup out of his hand. And he peed inside of it. And yes, the episode was still going after hours. He peed inside of his arm that was like a cup. And he drank it. He just drank the pee. He then let Finn pee in his little hand cup, and then he drank from it. I was about to throw up watching this. All that blood that came from Finn's arm, which he covered with his clothes, but it was still dripping on the floor. Jake's blood was mixed with Finn's, and it was gross. On top of that, they were drinking their own pee. I turn off my TV and I go to the bathroom, and I spit in the toilet, wanting to throw up. I sat there for a while, waiting until the feeling would go away. It did. After that, I was really curious to see what happened next to Finn and Jake. So I went back and I turned on my TV again. They were sitting there, covered in more blood than before. They looked like they were sleeping with their eyes closed, but I didn't think they were breathing. The screen just went black. Then an image just said Cartoon Network is experiencing technical difficulties or something like that. As if I would remember that part. But now the show's ending. And I guess it's good for you guys to know this, to know the truth about this lost episode. I hope you guys did enjoy this. More videos coming in the future. I'm currently working on a lot of projects. Go follow my other channels and go join my Discord server down in the link in the description. I know I'm probably asking for much, but I'm trying to be the best I could be with this. So I'm just saying, clothing brand coming very soon, merch coming very soon, and I'm gonna keep doing what I like, what I love, and I hope some people out there are gonna keep supporting me in the future. Thank you. I appreciate this so much. See you guys in the next video, story, vlog, or whatever. Peace out.